Hey guys, it's Jim Cool and welcome back to another reaction video. And today we are back with the Wii Baseball World Cup by Bog Boy, finally. And today we're reacting to the Wii Baseball World Cup final. This is the final episode of the Wii Baseball World Cup series. Last time we learned quite a bit about Xavier and Barn Owl. And well, we have reached the final, well, the semifinals, and then the finals. So, I'm interested to see how this ends for our little Stoke-On-Trent Steamers. Make sure you like and subscribe to see more reactions to stuff like SNG4, Doug, Failboat, other stuff like that. And without further ado, let's see how the finals goes. Me Plaza, April 12th, 2006.
Okay, now class, today we are going to be thinking about our future. Woo, future, yay,
Oh, hey, that's Pipe!
Future. Okay, now one by one, I want you all to tell me what you want to do when you're older, okay? You first then, Susie. I want to be in the Me Parade. Good, Susie, well done. Now you, Stephen. I want to be in the Me Parade as well. Great, Stephen, that's wonderful. And how about you, Swazdala? I think I want to be in the Me Parade.
Okay.
That's excellent.
And then we get to Pipe.
I'm sure you'll make a fine Me Parader. And now...
Pipe.
How about you, Pipe? I want to play baseball.
Yes!
Oh, now, Pipe, I know sometimes we can all get a little ahead of ourselves, but we here in the Me Plaza have all been designated to be in the Me Parade, okay? I want to play baseball.
He wants to
Pipe,
play
I heard you
baseball.
the first time, but it's the Me Parade for you, you little rascal. I wanna... Now, don't you say it.
I want to
play baseball.
Yeah.
Now listen to me, Pipe. It's not going to happen. Maybe if you were born in the Wii Sports home menu, you get the chance. But that's a long, long way away from here. Sorry, class, I almost forgot my indoor voice there. Miss, which way would this Wii Sports home menu be?
Oh.
Just out of interest, not for any reason or anything. Oh, you'd have to go left for ages. Now enough of that. Okay, moving on.
He just
How about you, Poppet?
run.
Pipe, where do you think you're going? Pipe, come back here right now. Pipe, Pipe. Oh God, Pipe, come back.
No, he
Pipe.
wants to play baseball. Enter Me Plaza.
Must play baseball. Oh, hello.
Venus!
What's your name?
Venus!
I'm Pipe. Are you lost out here too? You aren't? What are you doing here then? You want me to follow you? Oh, okay.
Because the joke is that Venus is, whatchamacallit, Baseball City.
Okay, everyone, let's get stretching those non-existent arms.
Because the
Day of
joke
semifinals
is
had
that...
finally arrived.
Okay, hold on. Because the joke is that Venus doesn't speak. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I'm sorry if that was, like, really loud. I don't know how it works, or, like, my personal volume in OBS.
And the Steamers were warming up for their match
Okay, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Okay. That seems like appropriate volume.
against Yarikawa Prefecture. Okay, Steamers, gather round. But as Engine Room prepared to give his pre-match speech, an all-too familiar voice called out
Lucia!
from behind. Hey, Stoke-On-Trent Snivellers. Can't believe you got this far. Must have been very lucky. Well, it doesn't matter much anyway. Not even luck will get you past Yarikawa Prefecture. Guess you'll just have to watch us in the final.
Shut up,
Lucia
Lucia!
trotted away. Don't listen to her, everyone. She's all talk, we know that. Now, Mind Brain, give us the rundown.
Alright.
Yarikawa Prefecture are a team that anchor around their ingenious captain, Shinosuke. In the
Shinosuke.
baseball world, they call him the Inventor. Not only because his first name is Archimedes, but because he has a real talent for inventing tactics. For example, to intimidate the opposition, he makes every single player on his team cosplay as one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
Huh?
What? That sounds dumb. It's not dumb if it works. I myself am a bit of a fan of his. In fact, remember that move we used against the Pittsburgh Purples?
Yes,
Well, that was
bunting.
actually a variation on a move he invented, known as the Yarikawa stack, in which batters purposely play it safe and go for singles, allowing them to fill out the bases and pile up the runs one by one.
Okay.
If our fielding is good, we'll be okay, but we shouldn't get complacent. Shinosuke has plenty other moves, like the inverse fakie fakie and the Shinosuke swaz, and the... well...
Mother's pie recipe!
Keep on your non-existent toes, everyone. And as my brain's rundown finished,
here we go!
both teams were called over for the lineup, and the game began. From the very first ball, Pipe found out exactly what Mindbrain had been talking about. Shinosuke
this is gonna be
pitched, and the
rough for
ball
them.
curved aggressively towards him. This must be the famous Shinosuke swaz, he thought. And, expecting another vicious pitch, Pipe swiped early.
Oh
But
no,
this time,
Pipe!
Shinosuke had pitched straight.
Okay.
And Pipe's shot looped over the Yarikawa
Okay.
bases and earned him a single.
This is a good
Pipe
start.
got lucky, but Shinosuke never made the same mistake twice, and Barnow was subjected to 3 Shinosuke swazes in a row. Spindle
Oh, no.
prepared for the worst, but this time, Shinosuke managed to spin the ball away from her, catching her off guard and resulting
Oh,
in another out. With
no.
yet more dipping, swerving and diverging pitches, Xavier suffered the same fate. And as seemed customary at this
No.
point, the Steamers had scored 0 runs in
Okay.
their first innings. Pipe was now in a
This is not
difficult
good.
situation. Did he go all out and risk being humiliated by the Yarikawa stack? Or, well, he couldn't really think of any other options. Pipe pitched the best he could, but after a famous Shinosuke single and a double to follow, Yarikawa had very much begun to stack the bases.
This is
and it
not
wasn't long
good.
before they had their first
Okay.
run on the board. Pipe was getting increasingly more fired up, and as a result, he did manage to pitch one batter out. Not
Thanks to
only this,
Xavier.
It dawned on him to try his new technique, underarm pitching, which might give him a bit more of an advantage. This worked well. The Yarikawa batters were not used to anything of the sort.
Okay, thank you,
and all Pipe
Venus.
needed was one more out, and the Steamers could focus on making a comeback. But then, Saburo stepped up to bat. What? But it couldn't be. Saburo was the captain of the team they had just
But
beaten.
they're cosplaying.
The British Museum Association baseball team.
But they're cosplaying
Pipe,
different people.
It's not me. It's someone dressed as me.
Yeah.
Imposter! Imposter, I say! Pretender to the throne! But Pipe couldn't hear him. Now there's 2 Saburos, thought Pipe. And
No,
he was so
Pipe!
shocked that for his next few pitches, he was unable to concentrate, letting Yarikawa go 3-0
No.
up. And then, Victor stepped up to bat. How could this be happening? He was sure that Victor played for the British Museum Association
Yeah, it's
baseball team as
cosplaying!
well. Pipe, that's not me. I'm Victor. That's someone dressed as me. Pipe was yet again in a state of shock, and Yarikawa scored another run.
No.
But as Shinosuke stepped up to bat for the second time, Pipe realised what was going on. This was one of his dirty tactics. It was just as Mindbrain said. The Yarikawa players were cosplaying as other famous baseballers. Clearing his head, Pipe let out a sigh of relief, and he was able to end Yarikawa's first innings. Then there was Venus.
Oh.
And Engine Room now knew it was up to him, the
Okay.
captain, to change
Engine
the
Room,
momentum of the
let's do
game.
this.
The crowd looked on with unease, but on the Steamers bench, they knew that their captain shone brightest in the face of adversity. And this time too, he did not disappoint.
Woo, yeah, baby!
With this magnificent home run, the Steamers went into
Wonderful!
overdrive. Wrinkles was able to hit a smart double. Barnow fine-tuned his sensors and sent
It
the
got a
ball
home
on the perfect
run!
course for another spectacular home run.
Woo, woo! Hit the parents.
And, using her huge open mouth, Spindle took one of her whirlwind breaths, sucking in all the oxygen around her and allowing her to supercharge her shot for another home run. The Steamers were now ahead
they're now
by 5
ahead.
runs to 4. And despite the fact that Cardboard couldn't keep the hot streak
Oh,
going,
Cardboard.
Pipe was finally on his game. And nobody was going to stop him reaching the final he was destined to be in. He collected out after out, and even fake Saburo was no match for his speed. The Steamers didn't even need to score in their 3rd innings. Pipe was a man on a mission. And, taking a leaf from Shinosuke's book, Pipe spanned the ball close to the Arikawa batters, forcing them to balloon the ball into the
Good
air,
job,
only
Xavier.
to be caught out by the equally motivated Steamers fielders. The one obstacle now was
Shinosuke.
But what Shinosuke didn't realize is that Pipe had plenty of tricks of his own. Splitters, spin balls, and underarm pitching all combined into one. Shinosuke couldn't handle it.
Okay.
The ball hit the backstop's gloves. He was struck out. And
They
the game
win by
ended.
1 point.
It was completely surreal. Pipe was living the dream. The Steamers were going to be in the final.
The
He almost
finals
couldn't
against
believe it.
Lucia.
He didn't need to convince himself as confirmation
Against
rang around the
Lucia's
stadium that
baseball
very
team.
instant. That's it. That's the final result of the day, ladies
The
and gentlemen.
grand finals.
And it sets up a mouth-watering final. Tomorrow, it will be my pleasure to present to you the Stoke-On-Trent Steamers versus today's other victors, Lucia's
baseball team.
The determination
What?
emanating from the
They're
Steamers
so
bench was
mad.
so red hot that Shinosuke was able to stand there and roast a marshmallow on it. They were going to beat Lucia tomorrow and lift that trophy. Nothing could stop them now. But then, that night... Happy birthday! Wow, Wrinkles, I can't believe you're 100 years old.
100 years old?
Over 87.
How is Wrinkles that old?
I got you a £50 Amazon gift card. And I bought you the DVD box set of your favourite anime, Kung Fu Panda. And here you go, Grandad. I forged you a new samurai sword. Thanks, Engine
Happy
Room.
birthday,
An
Wrinkles.
old-timer like me really doesn't deserve a grandson as good as you. But do you know what, everyone? The greatest gift I've received is something all of you helped with. And that's a place in the Wii Baseball World Cup final. Woo, woohoo, woo.
Yay, yay.
I want to share with you now the greatest piece of wisdom my old sensei ever imparted on me. It was my very first baseball game all the way back in the year 2000, when I was only 79 years old. And he said to me, Wrinkles, there is no I in team, but there's 4 of them and let's frickin' win this thing. So tomorrow, that's what we're gonna do.
There's no I in team, but there's 4 and let's freaking win this thing.
The next day came all too quickly, and Pipe and the team found themselves warming up for the final. The atmosphere in the stadium was boisterous, but even with the crowd at full tilt, Pipe could still hear the unmistakable droning tone of Lucia. Well, it's a shame they made it all the way to the final. It'll make going home empty-handed so much harder for them. We're gonna have to deal with a lot of that today, said Mindbrain. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, recited Wrinkles. We all know how Lucia's baseball team plays. It might be strange to revolve your entire playing style around verbally abusing the opposition, but it seems to work.
But it works really
they've managed
well.
to insult their way past the Mordor Giants, for crying out loud. At that moment, the announcer began to speak. Well,
Here we go,
it's
the
been a
finals.
long road for these two teams. A fierce rivalry in the group stage, a tough road through the knockouts, and finally they meet on the biggest of stages. Women and children give them a big hand once again. The Stoke-On-Trent Steamers and Lucia's baseball team. The players lined up amongst a cacophony of noise.
Here we
Just so
go.
you know, Pipe, whatever happens today, I'm glad Venus found you back then. Engine Room was shaking with nerves, but Pipe was trying his best to stand firm. The game started.
Here we
and
go
he and Lucia
with
were once
the-
again staring each
the
other
final
face
match.
to face. I'm sorry, new boy. I'm sure it took you a long time to get here. But I'm gonna have to send you back to the Me Plaza now. This hit Pipe really hard, as he didn't in fact want to go back to the Me Plaza. Worry began to creep into his mind. What would happen if they lost? Would his baseball dream be over? Would he really have to return to a lifetime in the Me Parade?
No.
Lucia's eyes lit up as she watched Pipe become increasingly consumed by worried thoughts. And, taking the initiative, she pitched before he had time to refocus.
No!
Pipe was caught out. If the Stoke-On-Trent Steamers hadn't started the game tense enough, the prospect of Mindbrain batting next wasn't making things any better. Please, Mindbrain, no stupid tactics. This time, just keep it simple. But Mindbrain had other ideas. Coordinates of X16, Y34, Z29. This is Alpha Bravo Delta Foxtrot with an east-westerly wind of 34 paradigms an hour, calculating maximum output at 60%. Carry the 15, make way for the 6, divide by the 2 and a 9th. Cross the I, dot the T's, coming in hot with extra sauce, times by the power of 357. Over the hills and far away, 0110001110000111000111000. Oh no, he's overheating. Mindbrain had hit the ball straight towards Lucia. She was going to catch him out. But then...
Oh, Lucia, you screwed
Mindbrain's
up!
plan had worked perfectly. He'd placed a hidden backspin on the ball that took it away from Lucia's grasp.
You screwed up,
Mindbrain
Lucia!
had scored a single. Then there was Venus.
Good job, you
And now
got
that a small amount
Venus!
of momentum had been built up, Smaug was able to strike the ball with enough conviction to bag herself a double,
Yes!
scoring the Steamers their
Okay,
first run.
1-0.
Lucia stepped up her game. Oh look, it's Owlboy. Bit early this for you, isn't it? Aren't you nocturnal? But before Barnowl could panic, Wrinkles shouted from the
Oh,
bench.
thank you, Wrinkles.
In times of great need, family comes first. Barnowl took his advice and focused his senses in the direction of the stands where his parents were sitting. Hit it top right, son! And with expert precision, Barnowl smashed the ball to the top right of the field,
Yeah!
and it ricocheted around the walls of the stands to score an epic
A
triple.
triple!
The Steamers were now 3-0 up.
Nothing!
Although his advice was sound, now being over 100 years old, Wrinkle's samurai senses were beginning to dull. And, paired with some off-putting shouts from Lucia, "You're old! You're old!"
Oh, come on,
He was
Lucia!
unable to hit the ball. Lucia was now desperate to end the Steamers' first innings, and as Scalene stepped up, her words became even more harsh. "Ew, look at those disgusting muscly arms. Ooh, yuck, nasty, ooh." Oh. Scalene was feeling self-conscious, until Wrinkles once again chimed in with a
Wrinkles!
pearl of wisdom. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. He was right. The one thing Scalene valued most in the world was strength, and in that regard, her arms were beautiful. She summoned more power into her arms than she ever had before. Scalene had hit many home runs, but this time she would go even further.
Even
And with
further,
an earth-shattering
beyond!
crack and a swing that felt like it would split her bat in two, she jet-propelled the ball nearly into orbit. A huge hit that bypassed the stands
Out
and
of
went
the
out
park!
of the park.
5-0.
up.
Screw
The Steamers'
you,
first innings
Lucia!
ended with Xavier, but they had accumulated a monumental lead. It was now time for Pipe to pitch, but although she wasn't getting through to anyone else, Lucia was causing Pipe real problems. "Nobody's gonna care about you once this is done, by the way. Win or lose, you're going back home." Once again, Pipe's thoughts began to spiral, and before he knew it, Lucia, Ren, and Yoshi had all scored doubles. All of a sudden, the Steamers' lead wasn't looking quite as substantial.
5-2.
Pipe tried his best to focus, but even with the ball hit straight towards him, he could do nothing but parry and fumble.
No, Pipe!
5-3. Enough, thought Pipe. He hadn't got all this way just to let everyone down. And with great determination and a good final catch from Wrinkles,
Thank you,
he
Wrinkles.
managed to get 3 players out in a row and send the Steamers into their second innings with a slender advantage. But Pipe's challenge wasn't over yet, as after Spindle had managed to single, it was his turn to
Oh,
bat.
no, again.
Yeah, might as well get packing now. I'll make
Shut
sure
up,
to wave you
Lucia!
off as you go. Pipe missed the ball.
No.
It was still bothering him. What would he do when this was over? But then, some cheers came from the bench. "Let's go, Pipe! You can do it!"
Yeah, come on,
Chin
Pipe!
up, champ! We're with you, man! Pipe's determination tripled in size. If he really was leaving after this, he wanted to make sure he did his job properly and went home with a win. If not for himself, for his teammates, his friends. Bang!
Yeah, baby!
A great hit and a huge home run from Pipe meant the score was now 7-3. The Steamers had liftoff again. That is, until Mindbrain did this the
Oh,
very
come
next
on,
second.
my brain!
You're out.
Cursors. My eyes were crossed. And then there was
Venus!
Hold on. Who on earth are you? I don't even remember you. I
Oh,
mean, seriously, have you been playing this whole time? Huh. I barely even noticed you. It's like you don't even exist. Oh no. No, Lucia, stop. Mr. Nobody, they should call you. Mr. Irrelevant. Lucia, stop. You don't know what you're doing. What's the big deal? I'm just saying how nobody cares about it. Oh.
Oh! Venus, are you okay?
Oh god.
Are you okay?
Oh god, how do I stop it? Hi Venus. Hey, I'm sorry for not noticing you.
Oh, she's actually being nice.
Oh yes, I remember you now. You're that, really good baseball player, right?
Aw.
Oh, I'm so sorry I never talked to you before. I guess
Lucia's actually being nice for once.
Because I'm insecure about my baseballing abilities, and my overcompetitiveness leads me to push everyone I ever cared about away. Wow, you're really good at listening, actually. Wow, that's crazy. I actually feel a lot better now. And now that Venus had calmed down, and Lucia was feeling refreshed, she gave him a soft ball, and he
Lucia was actually being nice for once. That's character development.
Wow, she calmed him down. I don't believe it. Maybe she's beginning to soften. Oh, for goodness sake. Hey, Big Chin, keep control of your stinky players next time.
So she's...
No, she's back to normal.
She's back to being mean.
Worse than that. Lucia was on edge after accidentally opening up. Get out of my way, Barn Owl, you vermin. You bird-brained fool.
Come on!
She was able to catch Barn Owl out. Pensioner! Pensioner! She chanted at Wrinkles, but Wrinkles was unfazed. He thought back yet again to when he was just a young samurai. His sensei had made him sit under a waterfall until he was so calm that he couldn't even hear the water rushing past him. Using this technique, he blocked out Lucia's crazed insults and hit the ball for yet another.
Another one! That's 10-3!
The Steamers couldn't believe their eyes, particularly Wrinkles as he was blind. But they were 10-3 up in the final. And, spurred onwards by their scintillating form, Oscar was caught out by Smaug. Lucia was caught out by none other than Venus.
Yeah,
and with
Venus!
the crowd chanting his name at a volume
Xavier!
never heard before. The game was ended in immaculate style by Xavier. The Stoke-On-Trent Steamers players' ears were blessed with the sound of the referee's whistle as he declared a mercy rule. The Steamers had won. They had won the Wii Baseball World Cup. Pipe was in tears of joy.
Won!
He was so happy. He looked around at his teammates' beaming faces. And then, no, 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 shouted Lucia. No! Referee, objection.
What?
Give it up, Lucia. Referee, the opposition are fielding an illegal player.
What?
The crowd took a collective intake of breath. That player there, she pointed her baseball glove straight at Wrinkles, is 100 years old. And if I remember correctly, which I think I do, this competition has an age limit of 99.
No!
Is this true? Said the referee. Well, yeah. You have to disqualify them. You just have to. Lucia, stop. They should be banned.
Oh my
banned
God.
For life. Throw them to the wolves. Lucia, you're frothing at the mouth, for God's sake. Referee, what the heck? Oh, hey Venus, what's up, man? What the heck is going on? Interjected Salmon Fish's Captain James. Referee, you can't. Oh, hi Venus, how's it going, friend?
Everyone's remembering Venus.
They worked so hard to get here, said Big H from the Gary Barlow and Xavier Fan Club Baseball Society.
Xavier!
Referee, don't do that. Oh, hey Venus, long time no see. Man. Don't do this, please, said Sabaro from the British Museum Association baseball team. Said the referee.
Come on, referee.
And then he made a decision. Well, I have no idea what's going on down there in the ground, but oh yes, I'm just getting confirmation now. It seems the final will be replayed without the offending player.
What?
Pipe's stomach dropped.
Then who's gonna play it instead of
they would
Wrinkles?
have to do it without Wrinkles. The team were devastated. All except for Wrinkles himself. Oh, come on, guys. Can't have any of you shedding tears for an old-timer like me. You know, my old sensei told me that a day would come where I would go from student to teacher. I was expecting to be at least 147 before that day came, but it seems the time has come a little bit early. Yes. Now everyone, deep breaths. We can do this.
We can do
And
this
for
again.
the second time that day, the players lined up, and the Wii Sports Baseball World Cup final commenced.
Here we
The
go
events that had
again.
just transpired had clearly left Lucia unhinged. Bye-bye, new boy.
Oh my
Bye-bye.
God, she's going
And Pipe
insane.
was so worried for her sanity that he didn't hit his shot with as much power as usual. As a result, he was caught out.
No!
Mindbrain tried to get things back on track by attempting the backspin move he had done earlier, but Lucia had reached a whole new level and was able to hold the ball tight enough to keep it in her gloves. With things getting even more concerning, Smaug 2 mishit her shot straight into
not
the
again!
ground, and the Steamers' first innings was over already.
You're out.
This wasn't how things were supposed to end. What on earth was going on? Pipe was now once again facing the reality of going back to the Mii Plaza empty-handed.
Not
Luckily
again!
for him, though, Lucia was so busy
Oh my
laughing
God.
maniacally that she didn't even swing for the ball. And, suffering from a lack of guidance, the rest of Lucia's baseball team seemed completely clueless. Within an instant, both teams' first innings had ended with no runs scored.
Okay.
But the insanity continued.
Ooh.
Spindle only managed a single, and
Okay.
Barnell was caught out.
Oh my God. Okay.
And it was at this point that Wrinkles stepped in with his first teaching.
He's
He
already
spoke
got the robe
directly
on.
to Scalene. With great power comes great power.
Mm.
Wrinkles was right. Scalene
With great
did
power
have very
come
powerful
great
arms.
power.
And with that came great power. Scalene was inspired, and utilizing what Wrinkles had taught her, she fired the ball far across the field. And
Yeah,
out for a home
baby!
run. Okay, thought Pipe. Normal service resumed. They were back ahead, and even though Xavier was then caught out, followed by Venus, heading into his second pitching innings, Pipe was feeling a little more composed, and he started strong by getting Marco caught out. But it wasn't gonna be that easy. And, still just as irrational as before, Lucia shouted from the sidelines. Nobody cares about you, Pipe! You're an imposter! An imposter to Wii Sports! And an imposter to baseball! Just
come
go home
on.
and save us all the trouble!
Come on!
What? No, that's not
Just
true!
can it,
Don't
Lucia!
listen to her, Pipe! Shouted Engine Room in retaliation. But Pipe was back in a world of worry. It was true. He was never meant to be here. Anna scored a double.
No.
Did the rest of his team think of him as an intruder as well? James scored a double.
No.
Was he treading on other people's non-existent toes? Jake scored a double.
No.
Someone else deserved to be here instead. Mike scored a double.
No.
And he was just taking up other people's space. Lucia scored a double.
No.
Would it have been better for everyone else if he had never left the Mii Plaza?
No,
The
Pipe!
passing continued
No.
over and over. And when Pipe finally came back to his senses, the Steamers were 6-2 down, going into
Wow.
their final innings of the tournament.
Okay, they need to get
Things
like
couldn't get much
5
worse. And due
runs.
to this, as Pipe stepped up to bat, Wrinkles decided to give his second teaching.
Okay.
When you hit bedrock in Minecraft, the only way you can go is up. Pipe hit a
What?
single. Maybe Wrinkles was right again. A single was better than nothing at all. And it wasn't just Wrinkles who was thinking positively despite the Steamer's precarious position.
Oh, my brain.
What is Mindbrain doing? Oh no, he's not gonna...
Here we go!
Temperature is 4.5 degrees to the nearest decimal. The Eiffel Tower is 320 meters tall, 13 meters taller than Tokyo Tower, which means I need to adjust by 2 percentiles. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together, take away the 4, add the 5 to the power of 10, and here we go! My
Yes!
brain had hit the ball properly, and it soared up into the air. But it wasn't going far enough. At this rate,
Oh my God.
he'd be caught out.
Oh my God! A double!
It was all a ruse. Mindbrain had taken the backspin technique he'd been working on earlier and applied it to an actual hit. And this was the catalyst the
Alright.
team needed to really kick into gear.
Come on!
Smaug scored a beautiful double,
Yes!
taking them to 6-4. Then Spindle with a single,
Yes!
and Barnell with his exact precision
Yes!
brought them within 1 run. Scalene used her powerful arms to perform
Yes!
yet more heroics. And, all of a sudden, the Steamers found themselves
Oh my
ahead.
God!
And then...
There was Venus!
I can't stand it! I don't want to lose! It's just not fair! All I've ever done is play baseball, and then some kid walks in from the Mii Plaza and somehow he deserves to win.
Aw.
It can't be my fault. It's my team. They suck.
Aw.
I know I keep shouting at them, but what am I supposed to do?
Be a good captain.
Well, yeah, I suppose I wouldn't like it if someone said that stuff to me.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Why am I so angry all the time? And having somehow disarmed Lucia once again, Bina scored another run, and Mindbrain called the Steamers over for a team huddle.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, we're 8-6 up.
Okay.
They still have one batting innings left, so this is where we have to seal the deal. But don't worry, because I have a plan.
Oh, God.
Remember the Yarikawa stack? Well, we're going to perform a mini version of that. Our next two in the running are Engine Room and then Pipe. All I need you two to do is get us a single. I've spotted a weakness in between their first base and the fielder behind, so I recommend hitting the ball into the ground so it bounces over them. Okay, you've got it, Mindbrain.
Okay.
And then what? What? Well,
Oh,
what's
my keyboard.
next?
My
Oh,
keyboard
don't
cover.
worry. Just make sure you can get those singles. But surely there's no point stacking unless... But before Pipe could finish his sentence,
Okay.
the game was about to resume. And Engine Room stepped up to bat.
Okay, here we go.
Like a true captain, Engine Room knew he had to set an example to his players. And, as reliable and brave as ever, he smashed the ball straight into the ground.
Oh,
It
here we
looped
go.
Past first base, and he scored a single. Okay, Pipe, this is it. You can do it, he shouted as he ran to first base.
Just let
But
Pipe get a
was feeling
single,
the pressure. As
and then
Engine Room
let
said,
Mindbrain do
this
whatever
was
he
it.
wants.
If he scored, then maybe the team would want to keep him around. But if he missed, he'd be heading back to the Me Plaza, and he might never get to play baseball ever again. The tension was unbearable. That is, until Wrinkles gave his third and final piece of advice. Pipe, I'm sure you're worried right now about going home.
Yes.
Just remember this. Home is where the heart is. So where is your heart?
Right here.
Where was Pipe's heart? Well, it was here. With the team. Playing baseball. It finally dawned on him. Going home didn't have to mean going back to the Me Plaza. Here could be his home. Regardless of what happened, he would sleep in the team changing rooms if he had to. He was being so stupid. He and the team had come on such a journey together. From beating Browntown on day 1, to the round of 16, the quarters, the semis, and now
The
here.
finals.
He had seen enough in his teammates to know that even if they lost, they would never abandon him. His home was with the Stoke-On-Trent Steamers, and in that case, going home didn't sound so bad. With the pressure lifted, Pipe was able to replicate Engine Room and bounce
Okay.
the ball,
Oh my God.
this time over second base to grab a single. Now,
9 to
it was
6.
all up to Mindbrain.
My brain.
And as he stepped up, it became obvious what he was going to do. He's not going to try and hit a home run, is he? He's only ever hit the ball properly once in his life, and he nearly got caught. But Mindbrain had it all figured out. Wind speed, 0 kilometers
Alright,
an hour.
here we go.
Temperature, a cool 12 degrees. Breathing, steady. No maths required. Conditions, perfect.
Here we go. Come on, my brain. Yes. Come on. Yes! My brain
The
did it!
scoreline now read
Yes!
12 runs to 6. And as the innings finally came to an end, Pipe felt the best he had all day. All he wanted now was to enjoy playing baseball again. And without further ado, he began to
final
bring the
inning.
sauce. Marco barely even saw the ball fly past
Strike.
his face before he was
Strike out. Okay,
Lucia's baseball
come on,
team weren't
Pipe.
giving up
Come
so
on, Pipe.
easily, and
Do
they did
this.
manage to pull
Do
one
this for a
run
team.
back. But Pipe was having too much fun to care. Oscar was bamboozled by the sheer speed of the ball coming towards him, and he could do nothing to stop the inevitable. And finally, in a truly fitting way, Pipe and Lucia faced off against each other again. Lucia tried her best to get a good connection, but
No.
Pipe was now emulating the Shinosuke Swaz, and
No.
she couldn't get a clean strike.
It all come
With
to
one
down to
last
this.
dipping pitch, Pipe
Did it?
finally pulled off a clean splitter, and the crowd was sent into absolute pandemonium. This time it was certain. There was no argument, and the
Yeah!
stadium announcer confirmed what they could all hardly
They
believe.
did it!
And the winners of the Wii Sports Baseball World Cup final.
Are-
Everyone, give it up
For the Stoke-On-Trent
Stoke-On-Trent
Steamers!
Engine room and
They
man's brain
did
hoisted
it!
Pipe up into the air and performed victory laps with him on their shoulders. Barnell's parents had flown down onto the pitch, and Xavier was being mobbed by the Gary Barlow fans. Spindle, Scalene, Wrinkles, Cardboard and Smaug jumped for joy.
Yay!
And then there was Venus,
And
who
there's
had stolen 2 baseball gloves and was wheeling the announcer around by the head.
Venus!
The prize-giving
Venus
ceremony
does
was a
Venus
glorious
things.
occasion, and the crowd wept tears of joy as Engine Room held the golden Nintendo Wii aloft. Hey, now we've got the golden Nintendo Wii, what does everyone say to going back to the hotel and playing a few games on this bad boy? Yay!
Yay, 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 yay!
But as they started heading back, Pipe suddenly broke off from the group. Unlucky, guys. You all played really well. We'll just have to make sure to win it next time.
Huh? Lucia being nice?
Lucia, do you want to come play some Wii games with us? What? Me? Are you sure? Yeah, why not? Well, do you have Nintendogs? I'm pretty good at that game if I do say so myself.
Huh?
And with that, all the players headed off together. They may have competed for different teams.
So
They may
Lucia
have
is
said some
nice
questionable
now?
things to each other,
Character
but in the wise
development?
words of Wrinkles
You
as
know,
they
she
walked
was like a
away,
total
when the baseball was
mean
done,
person
and the
in
Nintendo
the
Wii has been
entire
won,
series.
a whole new friendship may just have begun.
Wow! Oh my god! And then there was Venus. Wii Sports Baseball World Cup! That was amazing! That was amazing! That was amazing. Oh no, wait, we're not watching the entire movie. We just technically did.
To Pipe.
No, we're not doing that. So, the next one in this series is... Hold on, I'm gonna click on this. Venus Plays Table Tennis, Episode 1. So, I guess next up is the Venus Plays Table Tennis series. Which I'm really excited to see how a spin-off series for Venus would go. So anyways, thank you all for watching my reaction to the final episode of the Wii Baseball World Cup. This was amazing. This was amazing. I can't wait to watch the rest of the series. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!